Now we are in section 10.4 and we're going to take a look at question number 7. An ordinary annuity consists of quarterly payments of $400 for 11 years based on a nominal rate of 6.5% compounded annually. Calculate the annuity's present value for Part A and future value for Part B. Okay, so we know we need to figure out the present values and the future values. Okay, so now we have to kind of go through quarterly payments. So we know our P/Y payments per year are 4 because it's quarterly. The payment is $400. N is 11 years times quarterly payment, so 11 years times 4, which is 44. Nominal rate of return is 6.5, so I/Y, which is interest per year, 6.5. Compounded annually. So our C/Y, which is compounding per year, is 1 because it's annual. And then we have to calculate our present value. So let's go over to the solution. So we're finally entered the part here now because you would enter 6.5 for your interest per year. And up until this point, when we went in to enter our payments per year, it was the payments per year and the compoundings per year were the same amount. So when you enter one, it automatically changes both of them. So now we're at the point where they're going to be different, or they will sometimes be different. So you make sure you go in and enter both. So payments per year were 4, compoundings per year were 1. N was 44, payment was 400. We're computing our present value, so make sure you go in and put in a 0 for your future value because we're computing our present value. If you get that information in, you get your answer for your present value. Now we need to calculate the future value. So again, the beauty of the calculator, all the other information stays the same. But now, the only thing we're going to change is we're going to go in and enter a 0 for our present value. And then we're going to compute future value. So it's a lot less work on your calculator. You don't have to remember all the formulas. A formula sheet will be provided in exams, but you don't need to remember the formulas, and you don't need to redo everything. You just have to do this, one extra keystroke. Change your present value to 0 and then compute your future value.